Hi, everybody. This is Quint Lears with NewHomeSales.com. I'm with internationally famous Chip Bell. He's the service expert. Thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, my pleasure, Quinn. It's a delight to be with you.
Yeah, we are at the FPG Human Performance Unleashed. What do you think about this seminar so far?
I think it's exciting. It's terrific, and it's amazing to watch its impact on the people who are here.
Yeah, and I agree. I'm super pumped up. I've actually rewritten my goals. Super inspired, and everybody's got a lot of energy. It's been a lot of fun. Chad needs to drink a little less coffee, don't you think?
I've always said that. Settle down.
He's crazy, man. But no, we're all pumped up. Chad's doing a great job. Mary, Jason, all the speakers. We're real excited to hear you. And when I said that Chip is famous, I mean that. You've been on NBC News, Fox Business News. You've been in Fortune Magazine. You've been in ABC News. I mean, on and on and on. I missed a bunch of them, right?
No, that's okay. Yeah.
You've written over 25 books.
More books than I've read.
And you've got this new book, Sprinkles, right?
Yes, Sprinkles. I'm really excited about it. Yeah, and it's all about how do you create those what I call value unique experiences. You know, when you think about what makes a cupcake really special? Well, putting sprinkles on it kind of sets it apart. And it's a lot like what makes great service special is not just good service. You know, we don't talk or tweet about good service. It's that unique and unexpected. It's service with sprinkles. So that's what the book's about.
It's not the name of your cat.
No, my cat's named Taco.
Well, I tell you, talking about being memorable, I'm never going to forget the name Sprinkles ever.
Right.
Nobody's going to. So you got to go get this book. The book is Sprinkled. I got an autographed copy from Chip Bell. Listen, tell me, why is service right now so important? Let's talk about for home builders.
Sure. Well, I think one of the things that has changed is that customers now assume they're going to get a great home. They assume it's going to be built and at a fair price, and so that's become kind of a table stake. And it's important. It's not unimportant. But what really differentiates one organization from another, particularly among home builders, is the kind of experience they create for their buyers. And so creating that experience is what I'm all about. It's because that's what customers remember. That's what they talk about.
And we're going to do a quick interview here. Tell me 3 or 4 quick tips that we can implement today that a builder could say, okay, starting today, right now, I'm going to start doing.
I think first it starts with looking through the experience through the customer's eyes, which is not easy because we know our organization and how we do things like no one else. And so in many ways we're blind to the details. And the thing is, from the customer's mind, it's not the lions and tigers, the big things that do you in, it's the gnats and mosquitoes. It's the little things that customers notice. And so I think learning to see, first of all, the experience they go through their eyes. I think the second thing is customers today want to learn. They are really eager to be a smart buyer and a smart homeowner. And so I think building in the kind of unique and unusual ways to help them learn more is a critical part. I'll be talking about that this afternoon. And I think a third thing is to look at the whole experience to say, is there a way that I can make this fun, unique, different, out of the ordinary? How many times have you been to look at a home and they've got cutouts of famous people sitting on the couch, or they've got QR codes in places you can just hit your iPhone and go learn a lot more about that particular appliance or that particular feature, or on and on and on. There are a lot of little unique things you do. We all know about selling homes by putting an apple pie and making it smell different, but we don't ever think about what it sounds like when we walk in. So looking at it through the senses in a much more pronounced way, and looking for those unique and unusual opportunities to set it apart, to say, wow, that was fun, that was different. Because in my view is great service is not about Disney and it's more. It's about Cirque du Soleil. And if you've ever been to a Cirque du Soleil performance, you know it blows your mind. How can I make home buying blow your mind, knock your socks off, take your breath away? That's what I like to talk about.
By the way, that's 2 more of your books that you've written, right? I like how I plugged those in. Get those books. Just Google Chip Bell. The man is famous, and he's famous for a reason. You're really doing a lot of wonderful things. So first we want to. What was the first thing you said before?
No, see
through the customer's eyes, educate the customers, and then lastly, make it different, make it pop, make it unique. Right. What's the biggest mistake that you see home builders making right now when it comes to customer service? I'm framing it in home builders. So
absolutely, I think the first thing that the mistake they make is they think this is the only time they'll deal with this customer. This is their last house. Mm-hmm. Well, it may be their last house, but they got a lot of friends. and they got a lot of associates. And so creating that experience is also about building an advocate, someone who is singing your praises out there in the marketplace. And I think that's critical. I think one of the biggest things they do is they assume they know what the customer thinks is important. I think that's one. I think another one that happens is they don't look for ways to continually get feedback. You know, the research shows customers' expectations go up about 30% every year. Now think about it. So what got you an A last year might get you a B minus this year. So that means we've got to have a pipeline of information coming in all the time, updating what we know about what customers experience and what matters most to them. And so having those means, it's not just an annual survey, because if you do an annual survey, you're about 11 months out of date by the time you get to the end of the year. So it's much more rapid, it's much quicker.
I'm curious, why is customer service so important to you? In other words, what drives you to focus on this? Where did this passion begin?
It began for me because I'm a customer and I like great service, and I can see opportunities where it can make a difference. And to a little bit behind what you were asking is there's an economic return. Research shows customers will pay 15 to 20% more for an item when they get a great experience. I mean, you walk in a Nordstrom, I bet you can buy the same item in that Nordstrom store somewhere else in the mall for 15% less, but we go to Nordstrom because we want a great experience. Now, there are people who, you know, they want the lowest price regardless. Beat me up, you know, I'll go to Kmart and get it, you know. But more and more customers are saying value for me is what's important, and value not only includes the product or the outcome and the price, but the experience you create as well. So paying attention to that experience, I think, has become much more important in the eyes of the customer and how they get their money's worth.
Well, I know that you've helped a lot of organizations, which helps improve the customer experience. So you've inadvertently, improved the lives of many, many people. That's got to feel great, doesn't it?
I sure hope so. That's part of my mission. That's why God put me on this earth, is to make a difference in people's lives and have fun doing it. So that's what I do.
Well, I can tell you're having fun. And, you know, I know that you've been on, again, CNN, CNBC, Fortune, all these different things. How does it feel now to be on newhomesales.com?
Well, I think it's even more exciting now because I think, you know, here again, what is the most expensive thing a person buys in their lifetime? A home. So it's a pretty important investment. And we're all home builders or want-to-be home builders and homeowners. And so I think making a difference there is absolutely critical in the lives not only of that family, but the community that we serve as well.
Yeah, and no, I appreciate you being very much appreciate you being on the program, the positive impact that you're making in the organizations. I'm really excited about what you're doing here with FPG. I can't wait to see this man's seminar. Thanks again for the autographed book.
Thank you. My pleasure, Quinn.
Quint Lears with newhomesales.com with my friend Chip Bell. Keep up the great work, my friend.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Any final words on customer service?
ChipBell.com.
ChipBell.com. Hey, great. That's very memorable. It's not sprinkles.com.
No, ChipBell.com.
Learn more at ChipBell.com. I highly recommend you check Chip out. It's been a great experience meeting you.